Sold my soul, you say? Really? For what? A box of lithium batteries and awkwardly silent test drive? I try not to respond to negative comments, but sometimes stuff needs to be said. Things need to be talked about, and this is one of those moments. Right, let's get into it, shall we? Buckle up. This one's got me riled up, and it'll get you hitting your keyboards in anger too in the comments right after this.
A brown car guy.
Right, so there's been a lot of, shall we say, passionately misinformed energy in my YouTube comments lately. You might have seen them. They've been very busy with some very strong opinions about what I do. We've got one declaring, "You sold your soul by reviewing those silly electric toys. Shame." Another confidently diagnosing, "He only makes money if people watch his EV reviews." And then there's this one. The clue is, he's a journalist. So always having to curry favor with the automotive industry. Oh, wow. Fundamentally, these comments are lamenting the supposed downfall of my journalistic integrity because, shock horror, I reviewed a modern electric car. And not just once, multiple times. I'm a serial EV reviewer. I know, complete scandal, right? You know what this all actually translates to? He doesn't say what I want to hear, so he must be corrupt. That's classic internet logic. And over on Instagram, someone asked me, "You love EVs, don't you?" And I had to reply, love is a strong word. I love cars, full stop, all of them. From thumping great V8s to cute little K cars, from dusty barn finds to the latest sci-fi mobility pod. But there was a follow-up. Your content's too EV focused, makes you look like an EV fanboy influencer. Real car people know EVs are bad for the environment and not the answer. Oh, EV fanboy? Wowzers. Funny, the other side called me something else, usually unmentionables. Here's the thing, and I say this with all the love in the world. This isn't about selling out or buying in. It's about covering the cars that exist. Now, most new cars being released by manufacturers these days are EVs. It's just the reality. That's what the industry is making. So if I'm reviewing new cars, guess what? I'm going to end up reviewing a lot of EVs. It's not an agenda, it's a timeline. If this were 1985, I'd be talking about, I don't know, carburetors, T-tops. In 2000, I'd be talking about maybe Bluetooth connectivity. In 2025, it's range, regen, battery tech. That's not selling your soul, that's doing your job. And before you tell me that I've joined the cult of EVs, let's be very clear. I've covered the arguments both for and against EVs. I've criticized them, I've praised them, I've laughed at them. I've often been accused by hardcore EV fans, the evangelists, of being anti-EV. That's right. Both sides think I'm going in the opposite direction. If that doesn't prove that I'm doing my job, I don't know what will. And on that journalist versus ordinary guy thing that somebody mentioned, look, I get it. You want authenticity, you want passion, you want someone who feels what they're saying, and that's what I do. I'm not here to parrot press releases or shill for some brand. I've said things in videos that manufacturers probably wish I hadn't. I've called out design nonsense, marketing BS, and stupid tech that tries to fix problems that didn't exist in the first place. In the past, I have been blacklisted by car companies for several years at a time. But being a journalist also means balance. It means perspective. It means reviewing something properly. Not just shouting at it. It means putting aside your personal bias long enough to ask, who is this car for? Does it do what it says? Is it good for the purpose and audience it is intended? Journalism, real journalism, it's not about being a cheerleader. It's not about picking a side and sticking with your favorite cricket team. It's about looking at all sides, reviewing, analyzing, testing, challenging, and yes, sometimes that means praising something that you might not personally like or criticizing something that you do, because it's not about your feelings, it's about facts, the experience, the insight that you can give to other people. And before anyone pipes up with, yeah, but your reviews are boring, look at Harry's garage, let me just say, I love Harry, top bloke, but we're all playing our own game here. He's in a very privileged position to own and have access to some extremely tasty metal, and he's making great content from it. But I'm not trying to be anyone else. I'm me, Shazad Sheikh, aka Brown Car Guy. But even before Brown Car Guy, I was a motoring journalist. In fact, I've been doing this for 35 years. I've even written the book on it. I'm not just going to be Mr. Anti-Everything for clout, and I'm not also going to be Mr. Electric Evangelist either. I'm just trying to be honest and entertaining and informative. Also, Just a small point here. If I was really trying to curry favor with the automotive industry, you'd probably see me just posting far more sanitized press release parrot content than sometimes the slightly ranty eyebrow-raising stuff that I actually do. Have you seen some of my videos I've done lately? About the car industry, about topics on car trade, on manufacturing, tariffs, on car culture. And that's what being accused of being paid or funded. Trust me, the brown car guy is not on anyone's payroll. I survive on my freelance work, some sponsorship, book sales, and occasionally making some money here on YouTube. If I was raking it in, as they say, I wouldn't tell you, but there'd be signs. Try to understand. Being honest and unfiltered while staying professional is 10 times harder today than it's ever been. Meanwhile, everyone with a smartphone thinks they're Jeremy Clarkson. But they forget that whatever he would say would be backed up by his years of experience, skill, and knowledge. It's not so credible to rant without being able to comprehend and see the entire big picture. That's why I cover everything from 1980s icons to brand new Chinese EVs to modified show cars that Petrolheads underground, for example. It's all part of the same tapestry. I'm not here to serve a single narrative. I'm here to document car culture, and car culture is changing. You might not like it. Sometimes I don't either, but it's happening. So let me put this plainly. So no, I haven't sold my soul. I haven't traded in my Petrolhead credentials for charging cables and being brainwashed by BYD. I cover electric cars, hybrid cars, petrol cars, diesel cars, hydrogen cars, classic cars, modified cars, concept cars, future cars, forgotten cars, and cars powered by dilithium crystals, which don't yet exist, but I wish they would. Live long and prosper. And to those saying real car people know EVs are bad for the environment, trust me, real car people also know that everything has a cost. The fossil fuel that you're clinging onto, that all takes some nasty effort to get out of the ground and into your fuel tank. The plastics in your interior, the rubber in your tires, the cobalt in your smartphone battery while you type your next comment. And also, do you realize that cobalt is also required in the refining of petrol? While EV batteries have virtually stopped using it, fact is, there is no such thing as a truly clean car. The question is, how do we move forward, not about whether we move forward. I say again, I love all cars, full stop. Whether they go vroom, whether they go whoosh, whether they go, is that even on? I'm interested because, not because I'm pushing an agenda, but because I'm a car guy. If it's something on four wheels and it moves, I want to drive it. I want to know what it's like. I want to know how it feels. I want to know what it offers. I want to know whether it sparks joy or puts me to sleep. That's the whole point. But apparently, that's a problem for some people. Apparently, unless I spend every waking moment slagging off EVs and banging on about how everything went to shit after the year 2000, and it's all part of some fascist, eco-fascist conspiracy, I've sold out. Guys, fellow petrolheads, you do realize I literally wrote the book on the war on cars. When someone accuses me of selling out because I reviewed a BYD C-Line or the latest MG EV, I have to laugh. Mate, I've just owned and adored a 1989 BMW E30 325i. Recently, I reviewed the Porsche 928. I drove a couple of outdoor 911s, plus V8 muscle cars. God, I love V8 muscle cars. I've reviewed old barges, shiny new showstoppers. If there's a niche, I will dig into it. If it's worth talking about, I will. And yes, sometimes that means wading into topics people don't like, because let's face it, people don't come to my channel just to hear that they're right. They come here for information, for conversation, not for echo chambers. There's this bizarre idea floating around that the only way to have credibility as a car content creator now is to be anti-EV, anti-industry, anti-progress. Don't get me wrong. I respect the ordinary guys who have opinions. That's what the internet is for. It's a free forum, and it's great to see all sides and viewpoints are being catered for. But don't try to insist that every content creator should follow a limited narrative. There's a difference between having an opinion and offering value. So no, I'm not selling my soul. I'm doing what I've always done, talking about cars, whatever powers them, and wherever the future takes us. I'll review a hydrogen hypercar next if someone hands me the keys. I'll do it with the same energy I brought to reviewing a Ferrari 488, my favorite Ferrari, because again, I love cars. It's not just about petrol cars or EVs, it's all cars. And look, I get it. Things are changing. EVs are dividing opinion. People feel like they're being pushed into something they didn't ask for. That's fair. I covered that. But let's have the grown-up conversations. Let's dig into the nuance. Let's talk about infrastructure, range anxiety, cost of ownership, battery lifespans, recycling, the stuff that matters. Not this, oh, you reviewed a Kia EV9, so now you're a sellout nonsense. Wowzers, reviewing an EV means I should be excommunicated, burned at the stake for talking kilowatt per hour rather than miles per hour? Come on, people. Anyway, thank you to those who genuinely watch, comment, agree, and disagree. It means that you care, and caring about cars, regardless of the drivetrain, is still the shared love that unites us. Don't forget, as I've always said, cars are the great unifier. They bring people together. Let's not divide and refuel or recharge or whatever. By the way, I won't sell out for anything less than a free Lotus Esprit. Take note. Hit like, share, and subscribe on your way out. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Don't forget to comment. I'm sure you will. Shout out time, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, if you enjoy my content, why not get involved? Buy me a coffee. You can do that at either of these links. Or if you're watching on YouTube, buy me a thanks or take out a membership. It all helps. It really does.